Marcelo Bielsa loses temper in post-match interview following Uruguay's World Cup elimination. Marcelo Bielsa's Uruguay suffered elimination from the 2026 World Cup after their 1-0 defeat to Spain in their final group game. It has not been a memorable campaign for the two-time world champions, as they were only able to claim draws against Saudi Arabia and Cape Verde before losing to Spain. The South American nation have had to watch Cape Verde progress from in second place in their maiden World Cup after they collected 3 draws from as many fixtures. Bielsa appeared to be emotional following Uruguay's elimination from the World Cup as he lost his temper in the post-match interview on the DAZN broadcast. The Argentine was caught on camera shouting at the journalist ahead of the interview, wishing to get it done quickly to make his way into the changing room with his Uruguay squad. Before the interview started, Bielsa shouted, "Just do it already!" Dale de una vez. Throughout the interview with DAZN, he appeared emotional and wanting to be anywhere but on camera as he gave short, sharp answers, claiming Fernando Muslera asked to come off following his mistake for the goal, and that blame for their elimination was his fault as he failed to get the best out of the team before signing off with a grumpy, "You're welcome." In the post-match press conference, Bielsa appeared slightly more measured in his answers as he explained the rationale behind his decisions for his side. He said, "Muslera decided to come off, and I replaced Valverde with Viñas because I wanted to add power to the attack, which depends on both the player who comes on and the one who goes off." Bielsa would then summarize his time in charge of the South American nation as a complete failure following Uruguay's elimination from the tournament. He said, "I'm leaving nothing behind for Uruguayan football. Any contribution a coach can make to a country where he's worked for 3 years is meaningless if he doesn't achieve results. 4th place in the World Cup qualifiers was worthless. 3rd place in the Copa America was equally meaningless, and this performance doesn't need further explanation. My time here has been a complete failure." Uruguay camp plunged into chaos hours before crucial World Cup game versus Spain. The two-time winners take on Spain, needing a positive result to progress. A group of Uruguay players have reportedly rebelled against head coach Marcelo Bielsa ahead of their crucial Group H World Cup clash against Spain. The South Americans, who previously won the tournament in 1930 and 1950, have struggled at the 2026 World Cup, managing only draws in both of their matches, leaving them on 2 points ahead of the clash with the European champions. Bielsa's side opened their campaign with a 1-1 draw against Saudi Arabia before drawing 2-2 with Minnows Cape Verde in their second match. A defeat against Spain would see Uruguay exit the competition, while a draw would keep their hopes of progression alive, although this would depend on Cape Verde's result against Saudi Arabia. Uruguay would need Cape Verde to draw or lose. A win would see Uruguay progress regardless of the other result. Despite Uruguay's hopes of staying in the World Cup hanging in the balance, reports emerged just hours before kickoff claiming that a group of players had rebelled against Bielsa's methods. According to radio station Espectador Deportes, Federico Valverde is among a group of players asking the 70-year-old to change his approach. Manchester United's Manuel Ugarte and Tottenham Hotspur's Rodrigo Bentancur are also reportedly among the players who summoned Bielsa to a meeting before the match. The players are said to be unhappy with the intensity of training and have also asked Bielsa to set the team up in a low block against Spain. Bielsa reportedly called a meeting with the squad that lasted 48 minutes, with the veteran manager explaining the reasoning behind his tactics and intense training sessions. He also reportedly claimed the group had tried to get him sacked after he left Uruguay icon Luis Suarez out of the squad for the tournament. South American outlet Globo reported, the Argentine coach reportedly said he had played a key role in the careers of some national team players, such as Sebastián Cáceres and Maxi Araujo. Some players reacted and left the meeting immediately. Defender José María Jiménez reportedly tried to defuse the situation, but was unsuccessful. Suarez made feelings clear on Bielsa before World Cup. Suarez openly criticized Bielsa's treatment of his players back in 2024, with the forward suggesting the situation at that year's Copa America hurt him. Many players held a meeting to ask the coach to at least say good morning to us, but he didn't even say hello, he said. Bielsa gives press conferences and talks wonderfully about people. But there was a day when he asked us not to stop to greet people, and I stood up and told him that we were going to greet people anyway. He added, Bielsa has separated the whole group, even in the way they train. Bielsa first took charge of Uruguay in 2023 after leaving Leeds United a year earlier. He also managed Argentina between 1998 and 2004, as well as Chile between 2007 and 2011. Bielsa did not directly address the revolt ahead of the Spain clash, although he made it clear that he would not be advising his players to sit in a low block, which would allow the 2010 World Cup winners the lion's share of possession. We are approaching tomorrow's match as a final, Bielsa said. One of the best ways to defend is to make sure the opponent has the ball for less time. He also praised Spain head coach Luis de la Fuente, having previously worked with him at Athletic Club 15 years ago. Bielsa added, it seems to me that with the type of soccer that he has achieved with Spain, which is unique, and his entire body of work there, which is significant, it definitely doesn't reflect my own style. It's a type of soccer that is much more beautiful than what I achieved with my team. The truth is that what he has accomplished with Spain is admirable.